How you doing, guys? Today it's funny how much information is right at the touch of a button. As a matter of fact, so much is being exposed. We're talking about a situation with politics, what's going on in Washington, the pedophile problem, not to mention Hollywood. The religious organizations of this world are also loaded with child trafficking and pedophilia. The shadow government, the globalists, the elites of this planet know this. They know that the information is all out there. So what do? They sow discord by throwing other information out there. Right now, there's so much crazy information out there, it's hard to tell what's true and what's false. I think it was Amber who brought it up not too many weeks ago of how much information is out there. And you have to be careful with what you follow. And the situation we've all been involved in is no different. And I'm talking about the fat man. The fat man who has plagued all of us. And now not only is he coming out with video after video after video, he's now tormenting all of our comment sections. And you know who I'm talking about. I don't have to mention his name. The funny thing is, he's obviously a pretty poor witness if that's what he is. He certainly isn't preaching. He's certainly a pretty bad minister. All he's done is badger, harass, and name call. And it's no accident. Watchtower knows that they're being exposed. Mostly by their own hand and their own literature, but mainly out here on YouTube and social media. They know that. So what do? They have an idiot go out there claiming to be one of Jehovah's Witnesses. He makes all the disclaimers that he's not representing the Watchtower. Okay, that's fine. And they don't care, because if he gains too much notoriety, they simply come out and say, hey, he's a rogue witness. We did not put him out there. He's doing this on his own. But the thing is, he's claiming that he's exposing all of us. And we're certainly not afraid of him like he's claiming. But what is he doing? He's getting under our skin. And that also is by no accident. Why is he doing this? Simply to keep us distracted. We've all got our own agendas. We all have our different ways of exposing Watchtower. But in the last month or so, many of us, including Mike and Kim, have been sidetracked. We've all been focused on the fat man. And for what purpose? He hasn't changed any. He hasn't certainly not stopped any of us, and he talks stupid. He's been around for a couple months now, but the trick was find the formula that would stop us dead in our tracks, and we go after him. This is his whole purpose of being out here, is distracting us. He found that formula when he came out and spoke against Candace Conti. We all jumped on his fat ass, didn't we? I called him out, so he's got a hard on for me. He's been doing nothing. Bandana head, he calls me. Personally, I still contend if he was face to face, he'd be calling me sir. He's nothing but a fat piece of garbage. Now, yesterday, I noticed he's been in a lot of comment sections. We've all had our fun with the fat man, but now it's time to ignore him, okay? The only way this idiot can get views is by mentioning us, and he knows it. Since last month, his views has fallen off. He thinks he's got a lot of views, but in all honesty, he does not. He realizes that nobody's watching his videos, so now he's taking to harassing us in his comment sections. Guys, we've got enough of his comments in our comment sections for people to see what kind of person he is. He's got enough videos out there to expose a rhino. So it's time to ignore him. If he comments any longer, or any of one of his many accounts, don't respond, simply block him. Enough is enough. He's done nothing but distract all of us, and we've all played his game. Okay, enough of enough. It's over. It's time to get onto our own agenda and do what we do best, and that is to expose this satanic Luciferian cult. Obviously, he got to us, and we follow through, but now it's time to put him out of our minds and move on. The fat man is going nowhere. His videos, one after the other, are no different. Personally, we're talking about a guy who's insulting this one. He's insulted me. He's insulted you three. He's insulted Goathead. He's insulted all of us. Amber, Denise. And if I've forgotten some of your names, I'm sorry. This is coming from a guy that couldn't get laid in a woman's prison. Of course, I'm sure he was popular with his bunkmates in his own jail cell. But put it bluntly, this guy is a fucking waste of all our time. So it's time not to watch his videos because he's got nothing more to say except insults. Do not respond to him in your comments section. Block him. Block all of his accounts. We all know them. And move on. This guy is a drop in the bucket. He's worth squat. He's not worth shit. So it's time to move on to our own agendas and let this guy dry up. The fat man has had his 30 seconds of fame, and it's time to call it quits. You hear me, fat man? You don't scare anybody. Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to get out there. Several of you have emailed me about this, and we're pretty much on to the fat man. So I will talk to you soon, guys. You guys have a good night.